Hey everybody, welcome to chapter 2. So here we're going to be working with factoring, which is an idea that you learned about first in Algebra 1, but we're going to refresh on it so that we can kind of build on some new ideas this year. So factoring is when we start breaking things apart and we get answers that end up looking like this right here. So before we learn how to break things apart to get this, I want you to see how you put them together so that maybe it makes more sense about how to take them back apart. So when you have two parentheses called binomials, like bicycle, there's two things. The way you put these things together, so what this is saying is that this stuff is being multiplied by this stuff. And what you originally learn in Algebra 1 is that when you have that, it's just like distributing. Sometimes they call it FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. But it's really just distributing. I'm going to distribute 5a onto both of these things and distribute 2a onto both of those. So 5, if there's no number, you can always put a 1 there. 5 times 1 is 5. A times A, something times itself is that thing squared. So 5a squared. 5 times 4 is 20. There's 1a and no a, so we have a single a. 2 times 1 is 2. A and no a, so we have a single a. And 2 times 4 is 8. Then both of these are just a, so we can put those together. You can add and subtract things that are what's called like terms. They have the same variable with the same exponent. But we can't add on the 5 because it has an a squared. It's a little bit different. So 5a squared plus 22a plus 8. And that's all there is to it. You just combine the middle two together. And this should be about how every one of these problems look, is you get something squared, two of the same thing in the middle, and then something without a variable at the end. And you'll combine those middle ones to get your middle term here. So this is called a quadratic because it has a 2 exponent, trinomial because it has three things like tricycle, 3, right? Binomials up here, trinomial there. And again, this section is just working on putting those binomials together. And next section, we're going to work on trying to take things back apart, which is really what this chapter is about, is starting here and ending up here is what we're working towards. So put in a little bit of practice with putting these things together, and then we'll work on taking them back apart in the next video.